On the way here, we were discussing with Pedro in the car why we like to explore places that nobody else goes. And we were trying to come up with the reasons, and there are some good points actually. I think the first one for me is that it's much more relaxed to come to a place where there's no tourists and no crowds, and you can just explore and have it all for yourself. And it's peaceful, especially with a kid. He's building his own castle, and I'm just sitting here enjoying the sun.
Look at what I found. It's like a hole, but it has stairs. You can see like the bottom. I wonder if I can get all the way down.
Do you have a lantern?
I have the phone. That works.
Yeah, you can break it again. Are you going in?
Oh yeah. Lucas, stay here. Fica.
Luca, inik ta najgore. What do you see? You need to be reporting.
It caved completely.
Wait, there's no entrance?
I don't know, maybe it was for water? You can't get all the way down. I think it was like a cistern or something to store water. Because it has a huge hole, you can get quite close to it. But then it's just a hole and it caved, so... Nah, there's no monsters inside.
Yeah, it's just probably for water storage. We left everything as it was. We didn't destroy the archaeological site.
Another advantage of going to places that are less touristic and less known is that people are much nicer. They don't have to deal with tourists passing through all the time, making the same questions, like hundreds of people every day throughout most of the year. So they will go out of their way to actually show you the places that are close by, that they know, and you'll have a much nicer time. They will talk to you more, they will engage with you more. It's just a pleasant experience. When you're in a large city, they don't have the same patience for you. It's like you're just another one in the middle of a crowd of people that crosses every day. So that's why we love places like this. Actually, these places are so quiet that you can even find a pig walking around. And he will help you if you ask him.
That's a surprise.
Yeah. Pig says there's a very nice place over there.
It seems delicious. It's also cheaper to travel, and I think you get a better quality for the same amount of money. Especially if you're eating out or staying somewhere, sleeping overnight. I think it's much more pleasant and really saves you the headache of choosing a crappy restaurant and just a medium service versus something like really traditional and Good.
And for me, another positive thing is that it seems I have more time. I see more than I do in a big city. There's not a lot of travel distances, so we don't need to cross, like, let's say, half the city to go to one church and then another half to see a museum or a castle. It's all packed in a small place, and we have time to relax, to let our son play in these small playgrounds and just take it slower than we do. We visit more because we don't need to wait in big lines for super touristic places, so it's just enjoyable and all in all pleasant. You can also find kids to play with.
Well, one thing for sure is that I always get surprised when we visit these less visited places, and I go with like lower expectations, and I come out like, wow, that was amazing. And sometimes when you go to big cities and big monuments that you want to see, of course they are amazing, but you get a bit off with lots of people, with confusion, etc. And well, you go with much higher expectations and you end up sometimes a bit disappointed. You imagined, expected something else, something bigger, grander, I don't know. So yeah, it's really good about these places.
I can take what I need to get by. It doesn't make it
You find the craziest things in these places.
somewhere in the great unknown. When I return from the afterglow, will you carry me like I...
All things considered, we feel like going to secondary cities or to smaller places is actually ideal for families. You get to enjoy your time, you get to be as a family, to not stress. You use a lot less time in transportations and going from one place to the other, where you spend like a lot of energy trying to take a small child, especially just to get them from point A to point B, takes a lot of your energy. And here we can just walk around, and at the end of the day you feel more relaxed and you enjoyed your time way more, in our opinion, than going to a big city where we try to cross items off our list and we finish our holidays tired. And this way we're enjoying time and we feel better. Refreshing holidays like this.
Desperately, the other ring on my wrist is gold, pairing with the light it holds when I return from my skin and bone.